So I really thank everyone for coming out today. Like I said, it's a beautiful day in Mississippi, and after all the snow and rain we've had, you've given up a lot to be here on this sunshiny day. And today we're going to keep this short and simple, because our message is short and simple. Today, we come here mainly to show solidarity with the people in Wisconsin who in 29-degree weather are out there protesting. They're out there protesting. I look out here and I don't see very many people, and we have beautiful weather. People in Libya are protesting and being harmed. Egyptians stood out for over 12 days and protested. People, we have got to wake up. Wisconsin, that's our wake-up call. Now, if I'm out here speaking, everyone should be up, because I'd much rather be home on my farm, planting and taking care of my pigs. But I'm out here today because something's wrong in America, and it's not the tax rate. I've had $5,000 taxes, $5,000 a week paychecks during the Clinton years, and I lived well, okay? My taxes didn't kill me. What's killing me is seeing Americans up in arms fighting against each other. What's killing me is hearing my government tell teachers, policemen, and firemen, you don't deserve a pension. You do not deserve health benefits. That's killing me. So what we need to do, we're here, we're going to say a few words today. And to the Tea Party people, I love you. I'm a mother. And I tell my children, you don't have to love me, I'm going to be your mother anyway. To the Tea Party people, you're my people, and I'm going to love you anyway. You express your right to say what you want to say. It's America. I enlisted in the Navy so you can have your right to say what you say, okay?
Thank you for your service.
So, you are welcome here today, but you will, as a Mississippi mother, let me tell you, you will respect me, you will respect the people who are speaking, and we will enjoy ourselves here today and have a good old Mississippi time. Now, at this time, I'd like to call Mr. Nine. Mr. Nine was in Wisconsin, and he has been, Mr. Nine, where are you? Mr. David Nine, if you would, say a few words, and we're going to get this show rocking. Thank you.
No, that's good. So, hey everybody, my name's Scott Nine. I'm the executive director of IDEA, the Institute for Democratic Education in America. So you don't get the wrong idea, we're talking democracy, little d, and the idea that folks standing there could come right up here and we could all talk together. It's not about Republican, Democrat, Tea Party, social, whatever you think. Really, we gotta all learn how to start talking together to solve problems. I was at an education conference in Chicago, leading educators all across the country, when the protests in Madison broke out. And we stopped the conference to go up to Madison. And what we saw there was, actually it looks a lot like this, except that there's businesses actually operating down the street, but 70,000 people cheering and screaming and talking about what democracy looks like. And the problem is that we have too simplistic a conversation. We get too easily divided by what's on a news station instead of talking to each other. Unions are both part of the solution and part of the problem. Unions can protect bad teachers, and unions can support excellent teaching. The conversation we need to have shouldn't be a 4-day conversation trying to end collective bargaining rights. The problem with Wisconsin is that Governor Walker decided not to engage in a democratic conversation, but to try to shove through something that would end union rights that had been guaranteed for 60 years by people fighting for their right to argue together to protect their benefits. What we all need to do is take a moment after we all stop talking and protesting. We all ought to sit down here on the square and talk together, because my guess is that we probably agree about 70% of what we need to do in our country. And instead, we're fighting on blogs and we're fighting on protests, and we all got news stations and everyone's raising their sides, and instead we're not going to get anywhere. What we ought to do is all call together on the Wisconsin government to slow down, to talk with each other. Instead, everyone's, again, they're on these sides. I don't think that makes any sense. IDEA, the Institute for Democratic Education, is about actually how do we transform what we're doing in our communities and schools so we can actually have more sophisticated conversations. At the root of that is being able to listen to one another. The problem with what's happening in Wisconsin is that the governor, at this point, hasn't shown any interest in wanting to listen. when you got 70,000 people standing outside a Capitol screaming and yelling, asking to slow down and listen, and you refuse them, that is not democracy in anybody's form, right? Part of the Tea Party protests, as I understand them, about healthcare was people felt like Obama and the Democrats were shoving healthcare too fast without listening to people. And maybe part of that's true. Maybe part of that's right. But if you thought that was right, now is the moment to think the opposite is right. To slow down and listen to people. So, that's what I got to say. I wish everyone can imagine if there's only 50 of you here in Wisconsin, I promise you there's 70, 80,000 people out there prompting and screaming, and really what they're saying is, let's listen, let's talk, and let's bring back real democracy for the people.